On August 9th, 2025, the Storm Prediction Center would issue a level 2 out of 5 slight risk of severe weather for portions of eastern Colorado capable of all hazards, with the main concern being damaging large hailstones. Now, this wasn't anything out of the ordinary for a late summer day in eastern Colorado, but for me, this would be much more than just an ordinary slight risk. I present to you the story of my first ever storm chase. Enjoy. Just before 2 p.m., the Storm Prediction Center would issue a severe thunderstorm watch for portions of eastern Colorado, northwestern Kansas, and southwestern Nebraska until 9 p.m. that evening. The watch would highlight the potential for hail up to apple-size likely, 70-mile-per-hour scattered wind gusts, and a couple tornadoes possible. Just after 4:30 p.m., my dad and I were positioned east of Castle Rock, Colorado, headed east towards Lyman when the National Weather Service in Denver issued a tornado warning as the storm appeared to have the potential to produce a tornado at any moment. Around 5:35 p.m., we were positioned near a gate, Colorado on State Highway 86, preparing to get onto Interstate 70 and head east to Lyman, and that was likely going to be the end of the chase as the storm had lost its tornadic potential at this point. I did manage to snap this cool shot of some structure associated with the storm as we continued east. Just after 5:50 p.m., we arrived in Lyman, Colorado at a gas station just north of town. Just before we were going to head back home, I glanced at radar and noticed the storm had a tornado possible tag on it. In this moment, I decided we may as well go for the storm, even though I knew it very likely would not produce a tornado, but I still saw the opportunity for some big hail, cool structure, and epic lightning. Before I continue telling the story of my first storm chase, it's important to note that as we began headed south from Lyman, I went live on YouTube for you all to watch. Unfortunately for me, Verizon does not work well in the middle of nowhere in eastern Colorado, which meant I had no signal for the majority of the stream, so instead of the stream being almost 30 minutes like I had intended, YouTube servers only picked up on 11 minutes of it, and that is what is present on my channel today, and unfortunately it was the most boring parts. This also meant we were without the latest radar scans, which is very dangerous when you're in the path of a quickly moving severe thunderstorm producing damaging large hail. As we continued to make our way south on Colorado State Highway 71, I snapped this photo from the right side of the vehicle. Even though there wasn't much going on, there's something about this photo that really pleases me. The landscape looked beautiful as the storm had just moved over, and something about the wind turbines and the clouds blend really struck me. Very soon after admiring the structure of the storm and the sky surrounding it, I needed to refocus my attention on radar as the large hail core associated with the storm was being followed by another, and we were right in the middle of the two of them. At 6:16 p.m., the National Weather Service in Denver upgraded their severe thunderstorm warnings threat level from considerable to destructive. The storm was now capable of producing 3-inch, large apple-sized hail. From this point on, we knew we needed to proceed with even more caution than before. We decided it was best to stay put and let the storm get ahead of us. At 6:29 p.m., we got out of the vehicle to look at the hailstones that had fallen just minutes before, and the one my dad found was by far the largest we'd seen. Unfortunately, we did not have the proper tools to measure the size of the hailstone, but I would say this was at least lemon to baseball-sized hail. The National Weather Service hit the nail on the head with their warnings for this storm. As we approached the intersection of Colorado State Highway 71 and Colorado State Highway 94, I made the decision that the storm was no longer worth going after, mainly due to a poor road network. It was best to head west towards Colorado Springs, grab food, and get home from there. Surprisingly, this would end up being one of, if not my favorite parts of the chase, because as we headed west, there was an insane uptick in the lightning activity with the storm. These next clips are some of the best I got that night. Enjoy. some of my favorite lightning videos from the chase. I hope you enjoyed. Now I'm going to show some photos along with some time lapses that I took, and I'll go over whether or not I think my first storm chase was a success. Here's a photo I took of one of the hailstones I found on our way back home. This photo was from around 4:45 p.m. that day when we were on our way to the storms. I stuck my phone out of the sunroof for this one, and it's hard to hold on to when you're going 65 miles per hour. To give you an idea of how hard it was to hold on to the phone when you're going that fast, listen to the audio one of my live photos took. Taking a look at my first storm chase checklist, unfortunately I did not see a tornado, but at the same time I think it's probably best to get some more experience before I do see my first tornado. But on the other hand, I saw some awesome lightning strikes, cool structure and storm clouds, and I also had a ton of fun and stayed safe. So overall, I would call my first storm chase a success, and I'm looking forward to being out in the field and doing it again. Before I end off this video, I would like to give a huge thanks to my dad for taking me out on this day to chase and for always believing in me. I would also like to thank every single one of you who have supported me along the way. It means so much to me, and I truly appreciate every single one of you. If you did enjoy, please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already, as it helps me out a lot. If you'd like to stick around, the rest of this video is going to be some more footage from the chase that didn't quite make it into this video. Peace out.